Let's take a closer look at efforts to avoid that railroad strike in the next coming days. With us now is Richard Edelman, an attorney for the Brotherhood of Maintenance of Way Employees Division and the Brotherhood of Rail Signalmen Unions. Those unions are among the four that rejected the deal. Richard, thank you for being with us this morning. A lot of questions to ask you. So it was nearly 3 months ago that there was an agreement hailed at the White House to prevent a strike. Now we're in a totally different position. We're looking at the verge of having Congress impose this deal on unions. What happened from then to now?
Good morning. Thank you for having me on. Let me say that, so what happened in September was an effort by some of the unions to get certain improvements to the recommendations of the Presidential Emergency Board that they deemed necessary to put the deal out for a vote to union membership. Remember, unions are democratic institutions. Members are the ultimate decision makers on whether or not to accept the deal. So what happened in September was for several of those unions to get the deal across the threshold where they felt it was enough to put in front of their members. That being said, once the members looked at it, some of the unions ratified it. They said, this is enough. But a lot of union members felt, particularly in the wake of the pandemic, that paid sick leave was something that they had to have. That has to be in this deal. Railroad workers were considered essential workers. They worked through the pandemic. People got sick. People got sick multiple times. People died. The railroads seemed to recognize then that they needed to have workers on paid time off in order to prevent spread of infection and to protect the workers themselves. But there is no ongoing paid sick leave for railroad workers, unlike 86% of American workers who do have paid sick leave from their employers. So the unions, where the members voted the deals down, felt that this needed to be a part of any ultimate agreement. And we have been attempting to negotiate with the railroads on that basis. We've made decreasing offers of amount of days of sick leave that we would accept as a deal. The railroads refuse to budge from their position that they will not move off of the value of what the Presidential Emergency Board report from August was, and will not add paid sick leave to it. And that's brought us to this juncture. And the railroads have now started beginning to tell customers, shippers, that they're phasing down operations in anticipation of a deadline that could be a strike, or it could be a lockout. In 1992, as the railroads locked out the workers. And they have essentially ratcheted up the pressure on the economy and on the government to bring some action.
So, Rich, I mean,
so at this point, Congress is working.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think it's important just what you said. There's so many things to talk about, but I mean, the fact is that rail workers don't have paid sick leave at all. And that's right. Amazing. And that's the big stumbling block, it seems, in so many ways. So what do you see going forward, Richard, on this?
Well, we're hoping, look, if Congress is going to get involved and enact a resolution, we are urging Congress to enact a resolution that adds paid sick leave to the ultimate agreements.
And if not?
And we're urging them to go that way and give railroad workers things that most American workers have. They work really hard, very dangerous jobs. Many of them work outside, exposed to the elements, to chemicals, musculoskeletal injury, and they need paid sick leave.
It's amazing that we've gotten to this point. Richard Edelman, I thank you.
I would add it's important. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would add it's important. It'd be valuable to the railroads. It's useful for them to make sure that somebody who's sick doesn't come to work and infect the rest of the workforce. Yep. And to help them predict to be able to operate effectively.
Richard Edelman, I thank you.
In everybody's interest.
Indeed. Thank you, Richard, for being with us this morning. I really appreciate your time.